Imagine a room full of noise. Loud, clamoring voices that overlap, that echo, and that drown each other out. It's chaos. It's exhausting. Now, imagine a room filled with silence. It's calm, it's peaceful, and it's powerful. That quiet you imagine, that's the sound of strength, of wisdom, and of profound potential. You see, sometimes the power isn't in the noise, it's in the quiet. We're living in a world that equates loudness with power and confidence, and silence with weakness. But that's a misconception we need to shatter. In reality, silence is not a void, it's a space. It's a space filled with wisdom, strength, and growth. The quiet individuals, the ones who listen more than they speak, who observe more than they react, they are the warriors. They are the ones who possess a strong sense of wisdom and calm. They are the Stoics. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy revered by great minds throughout history, teaches us a lesson or two about the value of silence. The Stoics valued silence and introspection. They believed that by being silent, by observing and reflecting, they could gain a profound understanding of themselves and the world around them. And this understanding, this wisdom, it made them mentally strong, emotionally resilient, and largely immune to the chaos of the outside world. Now, you may wonder, how is silence a strategy? Well, the silent strategy of these individuals isn't just about being quiet. It's about using that silence as a tool for reflection, for observation, for planning. When we're silent, we're not reactive, we're responsive. We're not just listening, we're understanding. We're not just observing, we're learning. And this learning, this understanding, it allows us to stay steps ahead. Think about it. In a world where everyone is eager to voice their opinions, to prove themselves right, to dominate the conversation, the silent ones stand out. They stand out because they listen, they understand, and they respond with wisdom. However, this doesn't mean that silence should be used as a weapon or a tool for manipulation. No. Silence should never be about overpowering others. It should be about empowering yourself. It's about making space for your thoughts, your feelings, your perceptions. It's about understanding yourself and the world around you. The beautiful thing about silence is that it doesn't just create a space within you, it creates a space around you. It creates a space that's filled with respect, with understanding, and with wisdom. Silence isn't about absence, it's about presence. It's not about creating a void, it's about creating a space full of potential. A space where you can grow, where you can evolve, where you can thrive. And by embracing silence, by valuing silence, you're not just becoming a quiet warrior, you're becoming a Stoic warrior. A Stoic warrior who is mentally strong, emotionally resilient, and profoundly wise. A Stoic warrior who doesn't just survive in the chaos of the world, but thrives in it. A Stoic warrior who doesn't just listen to the noise, but understands the silence. So, the next time you're in a room filled with noise, remember the power of silence. Use that silence as a strategy, as a strength. Because oftentimes, the most profound wisdom isn't found in the loudest voices, but in the quietest ones. And sometimes, the most powerful person in the room isn't the one who speaks the most, but the one who listens the most. Be that person. Be the quiet warrior. Be the Stoic warrior. Embrace the power of silence, and watch how it transforms you, how it empowers you, and how it elevates you. Because in the end, silence isn't just a sound, it's a superpower. A superpower that's waiting for you to unleash. You see, silence is not just a personal strategy, it also profoundly affects our daily interactions and conversations. It's not just about the words we speak, but also about the pauses we take, the silence we maintain. It's in these spaces, in the silence between our words, that our true intentions, our deepest feelings, and our most profound thoughts are revealed. Speaking less doesn't necessarily mean communicating less. Quite the contrary. When we choose our words wisely, when we pause before we speak, when we maintain silence in our interactions, we're not just communicating, we're communicating effectively. We're communicating with depth, with clarity. Think about it. Have you ever been in a conversation where the other person just wouldn't stop talking? It gets overwhelming, doesn't it? You feel unheard, unimportant, disregarded. Now, imagine a conversation where the other person listens more than they speak. They understand your words, they value your opinions, they respect your feelings. That's powerful, isn't it? That's the power of silence in our interactions. You see, by maintaining silence, by listening more than we speak, we're not just respecting others, we're also respecting ourselves. We're respecting our own thoughts, our own feelings, our own opinions. We're giving ourselves the space to reflect, to understand, to learn. This practice of thoughtful communication is a testament to respect for ourselves and others. It's a testament to our understanding, our wisdom, our strength. It's a testament to our ability to navigate the world, to interact with people, to understand their perspectives. But this doesn't just apply to our interactions with others. It also applies to our relationship with ourselves. You see, silence allows us to know ourselves better, to understand our thoughts, our feelings, our desires. Silence allows us to reflect on our actions, our decisions, our experiences. Silence allows us to learn from our mistakes, to grow from our challenges, to evolve from our experiences. Silence, in essence, is a tool for self-awareness, for self-understanding, for self-growth. It's a tool that allows us to understand ourselves, to respect ourselves, to love ourselves. It's a tool that allows us to be the best version of ourselves. It's not just about being silent, it's about being mindful. It's about being present in the moment, being aware of our thoughts, our feelings, our actions. It's about being conscious of our interactions, our relationships, our experiences. It's about being thoughtful in our communication, respectful in our interactions, and compassionate in our relationships. So, I invite you to cultivate this practice of silence in your interactions, in your relationships, in your life. Notice how it transforms your conversations, your relationships, your understanding of the world. Notice how it gives your words more weight, your thoughts more depth, your actions more meaning. Notice how it makes you a more understanding, more respectful, more compassionate individual. And remember, silence isn't just about being quiet. It's about being mindful, being present, being thoughtful. It's about being a better listener, a better communicator, a better individual. It's about understanding ourselves, respecting others, and navigating the world with wisdom, with strength, with grace. Remember, the most powerful person in the room isn't the one who speaks the most, but the one who listens the most. The most powerful person in the room isn't the one who dominates the conversation, but the one who values the silence. The most powerful person in the room isn't the one who asserts their opinions, but the one who respects the opinions of others. So be that person. Be the one who values silence, who respects others, who understands the world. Be the one who listens more than they speak, who observes more than they react, who understands more than they judge. Be the one who navigates the world with wisdom, with strength, with grace. Be the one who uses silence as a strategy, as a strength, as a superpower. Because in the end, silence isn't just a sound, it's a superpower. A superpower that transforms our interactions, our relationships, our understanding of the world. A superpower that's waiting for you to unleash. As we become more comfortable with silence, understanding its power in our interactions and relationships, we start to realize that it's more than just a strategy. Silence, when well harnessed, can be a personal superpower. It's a subtle yet profound tool that can help build mental resilience and provide a distinct clarity in our decision-making processes. Imagine for a moment that you are standing in the midst of a storm. The wind howls around you, tossing debris into the air. Thunder rumbles in the distance, and the constant patter of rain is all you can hear. In such a situation, maintaining your inner calm can be a Herculean task. But those who have mastered their personal superpower of silence, they can cultivate a space of tranquility, a bubble of calm within the storm. When we learn to embrace silence, we allow ourselves to stay present within the chaos, undisturbed by the noise, unruffled by the distractions. Our minds become like a flat, still lake, perfectly reflecting the world around us, enabling us to see things clearly and make decisions from a place of understanding and stability. Witnessing the storm but not becoming a part of it, that's the power of silence. It gives you the ability to observe, to understand, to reflect. Not just on the external world around you, but also on your internal world within you. It allows you to hear your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own desires. It gives you the ability to understand yourself, to know yourself, to be yourself. And this is where the profound impact of silence is felt the most. When we are silent, when we are listening, we are not just hearing the words of others, we are also hearing the unspoken words of our own soul. We are not just understanding the perspectives of others, we are also understanding our own perspectives. We are not just learning from the experiences of others, we are also learning from our own experiences. This is the essence of the reflective wisdom in Stoicism. It's not just about observing the world, it's also about observing ourselves. It's not just about understanding others, it's also about understanding ourselves. It's not just about learning from the world, it's also about learning from ourselves. So, as we navigate this journey of life, as we interact with the world and the people around us, let's try to integrate these principles into our lives. Let's try to use silence as a strategy, as a strength, as a personal superpower. Let's try to use silence to understand ourselves, to respect others, to navigate the world. Let's try to lead a life of purpose, of meaning, of unwavering strength. Let's try to lead a life of wisdom, of grace, of tranquility. Let's try to lead a life where we listen more than we speak, where we observe more than we react, where we understand more than we judge. As we wrap up our journey into the power of silence and Stoicism, I urge you to carry these lessons with you. Use them as tools to navigate your own journey, to interact with your world, to understand your experiences. Use them to be the best version of yourself, to be a beacon of wisdom, of strength, of grace in this world. Thank you for taking the time to join me in exploring the power of silence and Stoicism today. If you found value in this talk, please do subscribe to this channel for more insights and inspirations. Remember, each like, each share, each comment helps us to reach more people, helps us to share these valuable lessons with the world. So, until next time, embrace the power of silence, cultivate your personal superpower, and live a life of purpose, meaning, and unwavering strength.